Hi, and thanks for taking the time to review this information. My name is Eddie Freeman. You probably got a phone call from a friend, a relative, a business associate asking you to take a look at what they felt was the most powerful business model they've ever seen. You're not going to be sorry. As you sit with an open mind for the next 25 minutes and watch as we put the pieces of this puzzle together for you, I am convinced you will clearly see this company is giving us the best chance we'll ever have to create wealth, health, the time freedom to enjoy them. But what you'll appreciate the most is everything is based on sound business principles, logic, common sense. Ray Kroc said that the key for success is to find an idea before the whole world knows about it and then proceed to tell the whole world. As you are listening to this right now, less than 1/10 of 1% of the people in this country have ever heard of us. If you want to be first, now is the time. Well, Peter Drucker wrote in his book, Innovation and Entrepreneurship, that one of the keys is convergence. When you have three or more trends converge that weren't there before, it can create fortunes for the people that recognize it and the people that are willing to take massive action. So what you're going to hear tonight is a convergence of 5 key components. They weren't even here in September, yet today they are converging and beginning to create small fortunes for the people that recognize it and the people that are taking action. We're going to talk to you about a convergence of a company, some products, the markets for those products, timing, and money. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the company. The name of our company is eXfuze. These are our brand new corporate offices, and we are located in West Palm Beach, Florida. When I assess a business opportunity, but particularly in one direct sales, the first thing I want to know, who are the people running the company? And you see, that is one of the first things that got me excited, because what I see are 5 key individuals with 80 years experience in this industry between them, both from the corporate side and the distributor side. Now, this is our co-founder and Viva Kids president, Rick Cotton. Rick spent many years in this industry. As a matter of fact, he spent 10 years in the mission field. Because of that, a portion of every product purchased from our company goes to feed, clothe, educate children around the world through our Viva Kids program. I'm excited about our president and CEO because Don Cotton has already worked with Fortune 500 companies as an enterprise architect with Microsoft, CIO at GMAC. Well, you may recognize our CFO, Michael Seymour, is a frequent guest on Fox News. And his first thing he wanted to make sure was that we operated debt-free. Today, if a bill is on his desk on Wednesday, it is paid on Friday. Our director of marketing and branding is Renee Page. And when you look at the designs in the bottle, and when you go on to YouTube and all over the internet and you see what she's done to brand our products, you will see it's nothing short of genius. Well, our executive vice president is an icon in this industry. Paul Morris has spent 45 years, developed organizations of hundreds of thousands of individuals. 8 years ago, he was retired. Yet one night, he bumped into Rick and Don Cotton, and when they described the product that they had created, and then he tasted it, he knew this was going to be the next big one. And his belief level was so strong, he didn't just become an executive vice president. He has invested his own money. Today, he's one of the owners of our company. Well, the next logical question, do we have the financial wherewithal to be a big company? We are obviously a well-financed company. And that is best illustrated by the fact that even though we're young, we're already open in the United States, Canada, Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand, Australia, and Mexico. Many of the investors in our company are professional athletes, like Hall of Fame football player Eric Dickerson or professional golfer Fred Funk. As a matter of fact, this is Hall of Fame football coach Bill Parcells holding our very first bottle of our eXfuze 7 Plus. I'm convinced we've got the right company, but the next thing you need are the right products. So what type of products do you need? Well, first and foremost, you need products that are consumable, and the reason for that is simple. You see, if you were selling water filters as your product and 5 people were to purchase one from you this month, They don't need another one next month. But when you've got a product that's consumable and it's good, and I'm going to talk to you about a couple of them in a minute, people will purchase those products month after month, which for you creates residual income. Now, the next thing you need are products that are visual, and the reason is that very few people can sell. Everyone can share. And when you knock 20 pounds off of a person's frame, that's visual. People say, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Likewise, you need products that are emotional. And when you help people overcome certain health circumstances, they want to tell the world. And of course, finally, you need products that are unique, that you cannot get anywhere else. Now this is where our story starts to get real good. Because what we did before we opened is we looked at every single company that opened within this industry between the years 1997 and 2007. And in that 10-year period, 1,000 opened, but only 3 of them broke 500 million in sales. All 3 of them only have one thing in common. They sell a liquid nutritional supplement using one superfood. One company used the noni fruit. One company used the mangosteen fruit. One company used acai. So all we do is use common sense. We created the next generation of these liquid nutritional supplements. The first one that combined all 3 of those into one product. We then added 4 more superfoods. And in a stroke of what many health professionals felt was brilliance, instead of using concentrates, which was the norm, we only use the whole food extracts, which is where the nutrients are. We have got the only liquid nutritional supplements on the planet that come from these 7 superfoods, from whole food extracts, with no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, no plastic bottles, and no sodium benzoate as preservatives. So what are we using? I first read about acai in a book called The Perricone Promise, written by Dr. Nicholas Perricone. He refers to it as the most powerful superfood in the world today. I'm excited about mangosteen because it's loaded with xanthones, which have been shown to benefit cardiovascular health. The noni fruit has been used as a medicine for centuries, but I'm excited because of the fact that in Reader's Digest recently, they said that inflammation is the cause of almost every disease. Noni is one of the most powerful legal anti-inflammatories in the world today. Now, it is no surprise that people in the Himalayas have some of the longest lifespans in the world, and many of them attribute it to a diet that's rich in Himalayan goji berries. Well, we added GAC to the product, and you may never have heard of GAC, but I bet you've heard of tomatoes. And why do health professionals want us to consume more tomatoes? Because of a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. Well, by weight, lycopene has GAC has 70 times more lycopene than a tomato, 10 times more beta carotene than a carrot. See, buckthorn is loaded with folic acids, flavonoids, antioxidants, but perhaps the most powerful of all is fucoidan, brown seaweed extracts. Today, there are over 800 independent clinical studies touting the efficacy of fucoidan. Don't take my word for it. Go to a government website put out by the National Institute of Health. It's called pubmed.gov, and you can read study upon study of these 7 superfoods. But we didn't stop there. We added a powerful antioxidant in blueberries. Pomegranates has been called one of the top 5 superfoods in the world today by Reader's Digest. Aloe. Now, any of you that have suffered with a stomach disorder, try adding aloe to your diet, see what happens. And then, of course, grapeseed extract loaded with resveratrol. But we wanted to continue to improve the product. We wanted something that the athletes would want in a heartbeat. So what we did is we took our basic formula for the original product. We then added 5 times the fucoidan, but we then added something called adaptogens. Now, adaptogens are for stress, physical and mental. Our product became so powerful, it is now certified by the Banned Substance Control Group. Today, we have a growing number of athletes using our product. No one gets paid to do so. Now, when I am assessing a liquid nutritional supplement, 3 things have to be in order, and the first is, does it work? 33 years I've been in wellness. I've never seen one product do so many things for so many people in such a short amount of time using such a small amount. How does it taste? Well, hopefully you've already tasted it. It is delicious. And by the way, we don't use sugar. We don't use artificial sweeteners. We sweeten it using Concord grapes and blue agave. And now, is it affordable? At $1.10 a day for your health, you tell me. Now, our next product I'm pretty excited about, and the reason for that is simple. Today, we have 2/3 of the people in the United States are either overweight or obese. 50 million people are on a diet as we speak, and 95% will fail to lose weight and keep it off. Why? Because they do something unnatural to lose weight. What we've got is just the opposite. It is a meal replacement. It starts with 4 different types of protein that work together synergistically with the absolute highest bioavailability. We then added a complex matrix of fibers, prebiotics, probiotics, vitamins, minerals, chromium picolinate. It's a low glycemic index food, but we added 2 more ingredients. Now, many health professionals are referring to raspberry ketones as a #1 miracle in a bottle to burn your fat. Others say that Garcinia cambogia is the holy grail of weight loss. These are all in our product, and it's $2.17 a day. That's less money than a slice of pizza with significantly more nutritional value. Save money, lose weight. And for people that need to lose weight quicker, we added a metabolic support tool, and our studies have shown that it helps you burn fat for fuel and reduces hunger. Well, I'm excited about our next product line because people are literally dying to use energy drinks. What we did is create an energy drink that is not unhealthy, because we don't have to worry about the sugar and the caffeine, because what we've done is create literally the first ever food-based, natural, healthy water and energy booster. There are many beneficial ingredients in this product, and what you're going to love is there's no added sugar. We sweeten it using stevia. There's no synthetic caffeine, no crash, no jitters. It works in minutes, lasts for hours. But for the first time in the history of this industry, the price of the product is a major part of our story, because we bring this to market at 29 cents a serving. It was famous billionaire W. Clement Stone that said, when you can take products that people need and use, and you can make them better, which we've done, and charge less, which we're doing, you're guaranteed success. That's just what we've got. Right company, right products. What about the market for our products? Folks, what we've done is create a truly universal product line. We've got it for baby boomers, for the Gen Xers, male or female. You can always relate to at least one of our products. Right company, right products, huge and growing marketplace for the product. What about the timing? First, let's talk about the timing in the economy. Don't anybody tell me you got job security, because every time people say that to me, 6 weeks later, they're out looking for work. What if you were with the government right now, for heaven's sake? You see all these magazines about out of work in America. According to the United States Department of Labor, 14 million Americans are now collecting unemployment. 4 million, their benefits have run out. 9 million more people work part-time. Wish they could be working full-time. Now let's couple that with the millions of overworked, underpaid, stressed out individuals. Can you relate to any of this? There's never been a better time in the economy for this type of a situation. What about the timing in your area? If you are in North America, less than 1/10 of 1% of the people have heard of us. Now is the time. What about the timing within the company itself? What I'm going to show you is something that is taught in many business schools. There can only be 4 stages to a company's growth, and it always begins on the lower left-hand side of the graph with formulation. Sales are low to the bottom of the graph. 99% of all companies that open go out of business within the first 3 to 5 years. Well, hopefully you stick around long enough to hit that second stage called concentration. Sales start to go up. Most companies never get past concentration, but if you can ever get to the 3rd stage, all bets are off. That is when you reach critical mass. Your product goes from being obscure to a product that's on the tips of people's tongue. Critical mass occurs when your company reaches $4 million per month. At that point, you'll go into that 3rd stage called momentum. Sales will shoot up like an absolute rocket ship before the 4th and final stage, stability, will then set in for the lifetime of the company. I think that getting involved during stability, you're stable, but the way to make money is not there anymore. Likewise, formulation sounds good, but they go out of business. It's risky. This looks like a good window. So where are we? Well, at the end of February in 2013, we had finished formulation and we began concentration. At the end of September, we were quickly moving up, heading towards momentum. I predict we will be there in 12 months or less. Right company, right products, huge and growing marketplace for the products, a timing story that no one can argue with. At this point, you're probably saying, Eddie, this sounds great, but what's in it for me? It really depends. If all you want to do is start getting healthier, just get on our products. Take one of our challenges. Now, if you'd like to start receiving your products for free, just share these products with 4 people, and your products can be free for the rest of your life. But maybe you see a business, and maybe you'd like to get started as a promoter or distributor. Well, for that, you start to make some money. You can earn retail profit. You're going to get your own replicated website. People can go to it, buy product. You get preferred customers. You make money. PayCenter says that everyone you introduce to this business, whether they're customers or promoters, you earn 25% of their first order, and we get paid 4 levels of PayCenter. We then have basic commission, matching bonus. We have added a coding bonus with dynamic compression, and for the first time in the history, we've added a matching coding bonus. Now, it begins like this. It's a 2-legged structure. And so with the help of the person who had you listen to this, we're going to help you bring 2 people into this company so fast your head's going to spin. One on your left, one on your right. Keep in mind that the person that brought you in likewise can only build 2 legs. Inevitably, you could get spillover helping you build one of those 2 legs, and then you bring in people who bring in people who bring in people. At the end of every week, the company calculates the volume in both legs. And what is volume? Anytime any one of these people has somebody go to their website and buy product, that's volume, you make money. Anytime they buy product to consume, that's volume, you make money. If they buy product to sell, that's product you make money. If they buy product for people to try, that's product you make money. You can see how it can start to add up very quickly. Well, at the end of every week, you will earn a full 10% of the entire organizational volume of your weaker leg. So in this instance, you've got 71,000 in the right, 42 in the left. You would earn 10% of 42,000 or $4,200. Now that's really good. But what if I told you that I have made a fortune in this company, and over 90% of what I've earned has come not from this, but the next way of earning money. It's called the director check match. And basically what happens is this. Once again, you've already made your $4,200. Once you hit the level of director, which is as simple as getting 2,000 in volume in each one of these legs, everybody that you've personally enrolled, whether it's your weak leg or your strong leg, your left leg, your right leg, they could be up here where Ed and Bob are, they could be in the middle where Sam and Kim are, or maybe they get involved 10 years from now and they're way down there. If you've enrolled them on your enrollment tree, they're front line to you. Every week that they receive a basic commission check, whether it's $30, whether it's $10,000, you make a matching bonus. I've seen this bonus in my time as high as 25%. I've seen it as low as 15%. What I've done just for average is average it at 20, just so you'll get an idea. So once again, you've made $4,200, but you've enrolled Ed. See how Ed's got 2 legs? He's got 8,000 on his weaker leg, more than that in the other. Ed, by definition, would receive a check of $800. And you, as his enroller, receive a matching bonus check. Well, you also sponsored Bob. Bob has 2 legs. His weak leg is 9,000. He gets a check, and you get a matching check. You enrolled Sam. Sam has 2 legs. His weak leg is 14,000. He gets a check of 1,400, and you just got a matching bonus. You enrolled Kim. Kim has 2 legs. 28,000 is her weak leg. She gets a check, and you get a matching bonus. But you know what? It gets better. In this next slide, I'm still using Sam, Ed, Bob, and Kim. I had to reconfigure it. The blue ones have enrolled the orange ones. Every week they get a check. You could get a matching bonus. Our company pays 8 generations of matching bonus, not levels, generations. Levels would be, if this is you, 8 levels would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No more matching bonus play below there. We pay 8 generations. A generation goes up to and including the first director in that leg. So that if you enroll Bob, who enrolled this one, who enrolled this one, who enrolled this one, who enrolled this one down there, and that one became a director, that is now the first generation. All of these people are part of your first generation. This person could be hundreds of levels deep, and we pay up to 8 generations of matching bonus. But there's more. We've also added what we're calling a coding bonus. And depending on a couple of things, you can be either a builder, a pro, or a VIP. The money that you can earn is huge. And basically the way it works is like this. Here you are. Now remember, we've got 7 different levels of directors: bronze, silver, gold, pearl, ruby, emerald, and diamond. And each one of those gets a coding bonus. But we've got dynamic compression, which means it always goes up and finds the next one. So let's assume this is Ken, and Ken is enrolled a VIP. What happens is the structure starts looking for the first upline, bronze. And that bronze, of course, is Ken. Ken makes the bronze bonus of $45. Well, it now starts looking for the next silver. And as we look up, there are no silvers. So what happens is that the dynamic compression, that silver, this is you as a pearl, you've just made $60. Well, now it looks for the gold. There's no gold, which means you get the gold is $60. Now let's add your pearl bonus to that. And what you've just received is another $45 for $165. Now, I want you to think about this. I was speaking to a woman the other day, and she told me that she had an organization within 2 months of 400 people in another company. She asked me, what is the earning potential here? And I said to her, if you are a pearl and these people just came in at the VIP, let's not even talk about basic commission or director check match or pay setter fast cash. Just on coding bonus alone, if we were to multiply 400 times 165, if you do the math, it's huge. But there's more, because the next one that gets paid is the ruby. It searches for the ruby. Well, there's no ruby between this one and Ted. So right here, Ted will get the ruby bonus. Next is the emerald bonus. And because there wouldn't be an emerald in this situation, Ted would get the emerald bonus. And of course, Ted would get the diamond bonus for another $90. And when you look at this, it adds up to $300 that is being paid out just on the coding bonuses alone. Can you imagine if you were Ted, you were a diamond, and there was nobody beneath you, and 400 people came in and you were earning 300 times all of them? Wait a minute, let's look at this guy, Ben. It seems as though that Ben isn't doing so well here. Well, folks, what we did is for the first time in the history of this industry, we now have the matching coding bonus. And as a VIP, if you remember from the last slide that he made $300, this man would earn 33% of that, or 100. And the potential that resides in this compensation plan as it looks today is completely staggering, and you are here first. Now, how do you get to participate in the matching, in the coding bonus and the matching coding bonus? Well, it's real simple. You can retail your way there in your first 30 days, retailing anywhere from $500 all the way to $1,599, or you can simply get started and purchase an optional code qualified reseller pack for the same price. And with those come many added values. Get with the person that told you about this, and they'll tell you exactly what's in there. So to bring it all back, we've got the right company, the right products, a huge and growing marketplace for those products, a timing story no one can argue with, best compensation plan I've ever looked at. What's left? Training and support. You see, when we bring you into this business, we're not going to throw you up against the wall and hope that you stick. We're going to teach you our proven methodology for success. The road to gold training is easy to learn. It's simple to duplicate, and it is as simple as you just getting this exact information that you saw here to 2 people a day for the next 90 days. And if you do that, you watch what happens. As far as support goes, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself, because there's always a minimum of 7 to 8 people with a vested interest in you. You know, it was Ray Kroc that said the most important requirements for major success: you need to be in the right place at the right time. You need to recognize that you're in the right place at the right time, and then you need to take massive action. You know, Victor Hugo said, there is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. I'm here to tell you, eXfuze's time has come. And all you have to do is ask yourself one question. If everything you heard here on this presentation were true, and it's all verifiable, is there anything that would prevent you from getting started right now? I've done a lot of reading in my time, and one of the things I enjoy reading about the most are great leaders. Great leaders all have that one thing in common. They are decisive, and they make their decisions based on facts. Today, you heard the facts, and I'm going to challenge you. Be a leader. Make a decision. Either these are products you want to start using right away by becoming a customer, or it's a business you want to let us help you build. And if I were you, I wouldn't allow the person who told me about this out of my sight until I got every question answered, because I am convinced there's nothing you can do over the next 2 years that has the ability to pay you over the next 20 years like active, aggressive participation in this company. Come join the frenzy that is just now beginning to sweep this country. Come join the eXfuze Challenge. My name is Eddie Freeman, and I thank you for your time.